Okay, this next phase of exercises is going to take you from where you're at with your orthotic. You've now broken it in, you're wearing it most of the time, you're comfortable in it, and we're now going to start doing some of the important work, which you're going to spend a lot more time in this phase. This is the phase where you strengthen around your new position. We're going to start with some toe exercises.
This is our favorite, getting the foot stronger. So you're going to take your band, you're going to put it at your heel, and the first thing we're going to focus on is your big toe strength. So you're going to take the band and you're going to extend the toe. If you can, keep the other 4 toes down, and then you're going to reach the toe forward and press into the floor. And I like a little pause there at the end so you can feel the engagement in the bottom of the arch. So again, it's going to come up and you're just going to press down into the floor, and we'll usually do this about 30 to 40 times. Then you're going to take the band and you're just going to move it around the house. So then I'm going to grab toes 2 through 5, and again, ideally you keep the big toe down. If not, don't worry about it, you will eventually get there. Then you're going to take 2 through 5, you're going to reach the toes forward in the band and again press them to the floor. You should also feel an activation in the arch of your foot. Again, lift, and we're going to reach the toes forward, press them into the floor. One of the things you want to make sure that you're not doing is when you go to press the toes into the band, that you're not hammering the toes. Try to keep them as straight as you can as you press them forward, and then pause when they hit the ground.
Now we're moving on to one of the most important muscles to strengthen. It may be one of the reasons that you have orthotics. This is a muscle that runs down the inside of your leg and attaches to the inside of your foot. It's called the tibialis posterior, and one of its jobs is to help hold up your arch. This is a really important muscle to strengthen in combination with getting into the proper position with your orthotic.
So we're going to take the band, and you can attach the band to something that's going to be stable. I'm going to have my foot close to directly underneath my knee. I'm going to make sure that the ball of my foot stays on the floor. So think about a sweeping motion across the floor, keeping your big toe on the floor. So then I'm going to slide my foot across. And as I do that, you should feel activation in the arch and right up the inside of the lower leg. And then I'm slowly going to go back. Same thing, I'm going to keep that big toe on the floor as I sweep my foot across and pause. One of the things you want to make sure that you're not doing here is moving the heel. My heel is going to stay anchored, so it's just the front of my foot moving across. This can often be a very difficult muscle to feel. So one of the things we're going to recommend is that you can do this with your orthotic. It's going to place the foot in a position where you should be able to easily activate tib post. So you're going to put your foot on the orthotic. Now this would also be within your shoe. And then you're going to do the same thing. You're going to sweep your foot across, keeping the big toe on the floor. And again, with the orthotic placement, that will help enable this exercise to potentially be easier for you.
Okay, continuing on with our Get Your Foot Strong on Your Orthotic series, we're going to address another really important muscle that's in the foot. It's called abductor hallucis, and it helps your arch lift. It's one, you may have orthotics because your arch is falling or you don't have good control of it, and this is one of the ones that we really want to work on.
Yeah, this is one of those muscles that as you start to strengthen it, one of its jobs is to help better align the big toe. So what we've done is we've designed these toe strengtheners to wrap around the tips of the toes. On my right foot, I have the easiest resistance in the yellow, and then on my left foot, this is the blue. It's more of a moderate resistance. What we're going to do here is you're going to lift up all of your toes, and you can see when I do that how I can increase my arch. From there, I'm going to work on toe splay. So I'm going to spread my toes and reach them forward. You will feel the resistance in the band when you do that. So we're going to lift, spread, and reach. When I go to spread and reach my toe forward, you can see the engagement of abductor hallucis. So that is the muscle that we're really trying to target here in regards to that big toe. On this side, again, this is a band with more moderate resistance. This will be more difficult. Again, lift, spread, and reach. There will be some of you you are going to have a difficult time finding that arch. And one of the things we can do is do this exercise on top of the orthotic. So you'll see here when my foot is on top of the orthotic, when I go to lift my toes, what we want to do is use the orthotic as a cue. Think about peeling your arch up off of the arch of the orthotic. Try to maintain the arch of the foot, spread the toes, and reach them forward. So we can use both the orthotic and the toe strengtheners to help improve your function.
Continuing to strengthen the important muscles of the foot, we're going to go back to one we've already worked on in isolation a little bit when you were sitting. And now we're going to do it standing, weight bearing, and a little more dynamic. This is the tib posterior again, that one that helps your arch on the inside of your leg.
Yes, we are firm believers that if you're walking on this planet, you should be doing some type of calf raise. So what we're going to do is take the ball, you're going to put it in between the heels here. Okay, we want to make sure that the toes are pointing straight ahead. So what she's going to do is she's going to press through the ball of her big toe, and when she gets to her calf raise up at the top, what we want to see happen is that her heels are kissing together or squeezing underneath the ball. This position, where it looks like those heels are coming together, will really start to activate tibialis posterior. Again, a very big stabilizer of the medial column of the foot. Then she's going to slowly come down, and then again, come up and squeeze underneath the ball of the foot.
All right, so we've been focused down on the foot, getting your foot strong. Now we're going to take those strengthening exercises and move them up the kinetic chain a little bit. We're going to start working on some things that involve your hips and your legs to help you with movements that you do more in your everyday life.
So anytime you're looking at improving function, we have to look at the entire kinetic chain. So we have a little hip series here for you. So what we're going to do is take the band and you're going to put them above your knees. So she's going to go into a little squat. And then what we want to work on is driving from the hip. So we're going to keep the big toes on the ground. She's going to drive her knees in and then back out, and hold right there for me. When we go out, you're going to really feel this in the external rotators of your hip. You want to make sure that the ball of the big toe is on the floor. The other thing you can see here when she goes out is that she's getting that nice arch, so you should also feel post-tib here. Then she's slowly going to go in. Guess what? She's going into pronation. That's good. We want to control that range. And then she's going to come back out and really feel this in those glutes. Slowly come in, let the foot relax, and then come back out. From there, you can take the band, drop it around your ankles, and then we're simply going to do side steps. So she's going to get into that deep squat, deep-ish squat, and side step. Again, the focus here is to feel this in the side of the hip. And we can go in one direction and then come back in the other direction. If we wanted to amp this up even more, she's going to take that band, keep it around the ankles, and we're just going to do this with a calf raise. So come up into a calf raise, yes. And she can do this either with the knees bent or lock the knees out. So now you'll be getting more engagement of the foot and calf muscles as well.
Thanks for coming on this journey of foot health with us. Obviously, this is something we are very passionate about. We hope we've given you some great tools and exercises to help you break into your orthotics and then strengthen around your new foot posture. I want to let you know that all of these exercises can be done with the toe spacers in, and as long as your shoe is accommodating with your orthotics and your shoes.
And it really is a foot health journey. Things take time. So when you're doing these exercises with sets and reps, you might want to start with something easier. And then you can build up your tolerance, you can build up your capacity to improve your strength and create more resiliency from the ground up. For those of you who are interested in an extended program, we do offer a 12-week Fit Feet program that looks at not only more exercises at strengthening your foot, but again, also looking above the feet, looking at the hips and the pelvis, for example. The goal is to improve your efficiency from the ground up by getting stronger.